It's a pretty great video. The the left libertarian here, which is interesting, right? The left libertarian has a name. So basically, he's saying he's not just saying he's for freedom, but really he's for private concentration of power, which completely destroys freedom for most people. But I mean, he sums it up really well, right? It has to do with the mechanisms, not that people that want to be politicians are bad people, like they're born as bad people, or not, or that the population are stupid or something, right? It's the system we have that creates the results that we get. And I like the comparison to Russia, right? We always talk about how it's such a horrible system because you get this tiny, like, fascist group of people that control everything, right? And it just doesn't work, right? So you've got these elite administrators, and you don't have any democracy to be a check on that. I don't know that I do agree that representative democracy needs to be whole cloth dismissed, just because all democracies are going to wind up being representative to some extent. I mean, even if you just have a bunch of buddies or something, and you're trying to decide what you want to do for the night, if you consider that like a democratic situation, right? One's going to be more charismatic or speak more or whatever. It's just going to be natural, and there's going to be a concentration of power. Or in a family, maybe the wife makes more decisions just because the husband just prefers, to give her a little more say. So I mean, there's always going to be concentrations of power, and you need magistrates or administrators or managers. You need somebody to kind of organize things and administer the will of the organization or the population they work for. So I don't think that's what's inherently bad about it. I mean, it might not be organized enough, but the main thing I think you could do right away to see if we could get a much better result is to get rid of the things that are antithetical to democracy. Get rid of the right to use money as speech. Get rid of the right for private institutions and individuals to donate to political candidates. Let's have some public funding. You get this much money. That's it. Give them free airtime and free equal amount of airtime. I mean, it becomes difficult, obviously, if you have 100 people running for the same office, and you need to make some compromises, but and figure out how you can really do that. How you can figure out who is really popular with the population right away. Maybe you could have people run in different areas in kind of a diminishing thing. So this person can speak to 100 people in their area that are randomly selected, and if they choose to do so, they can send them forward, or you go between two people, however many people apply, something like that. But the main thing is you want to get rid of private support for campaigns, and you want to get rid of advertising revenue given to news and media. Just make it illegal. I mean, all these opinion people, the reason they exist, spouting elite doctrines, supporting any economic policies, any political policies that concentrate power is against the interests of the most of their listeners, is because they need advertising revenue to continue, right, to be competitive. If they don't have it, they go out of business. So you need to make that illegal. You need to publicly fund some media, or have it not be news and opinion media, or have it only paid by subscription, although that favors only the elites, right? Or more of the elites than everyone else. But something, right? So you just can't have this system where the voice of our country is only given to the top 3%. I mean, it's ridiculous, right? It would be like a game of Texas Hold'em between everybody and the elites. Except the elites get an extra card, and they get a look at half your card every hand. Eventually, they're just going to win all the money, So, but I mean, I agree with most of his points, and it's a good video. So yeah, no big beef with it. I don't know if there's anything I missed as far as how to reform our democracy. Proportional representation would be nice. Things like that, instead of winner take all in each little area. Anyway, thanks for listening. It's a good video. Should probably check out more of what this guy does.